Alrighty, welcome back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 1K World Cup 2025, presented by Joke. Hope you're doing well on this fine Saturday afternoon for us North Americans. For now, we are going to be wrapping up the losers bracket matches before we head into the conditionals that actually the only conditional for this losers bracket happening in an hour and a half. But first, we need to see who the United States will be facing off in just roughly an hour and a half from now, and that will either be the United Kingdom or the Furnited States. These are the remaining two teams that have yet to make it past their losers finals match, and we're going to see one of these teams go home today while the other going to pick a date with the United States in just about an hour and a half. I'm Arasani. I will be writing solo for this match, and looks like we're getting underway with the rolls already. It looks like the United Kingdom has won the roll, so they will opt for that first pick. I mean, I don't think this will be a one-sided match. Even if it were to be like an absolute blown sweep for one of these teams, it definitely would not be without a fight, for sure. As, I mean, Tang Momentum, one of the strongest team players on, probably in his country. I believe if you were to make the roster for the actual United Kingdom team, if the 1K World Cup had a five-team or five-player team range, I feel like that would just be the ultimate United Kingdom squad. But alas, Ting kind of just created his own team, added Pulsing, and the second name, the other name isn't coming to mind. I believe, if I'm correct, I don't want to butcher it. Blue Zapper, yes. The other two kind of rounding out basically just who will play with Ting in these picks. And Pulsing gonna open up the map with the first break. And of course, the Furnited States don't really need that much introduction. I mean, Sparky has been around the 1K scene for quite a while. You can consider them to be a 1K veteran. Brooklyn, don't know much about Brooklyn. I believe they probably came from the Taiko scene. Siger doesn't need any introduction as well, has been around for quite a bit, notorious for their warm-ups, very strong as well, but have not seen them quite in a bit for these matches. But gonna head into this first pick. It will be Cybernetics Classic 5, picked by the United Kingdom. Opening up, everybody missed earlier on, besides Ting, the only one holding up any sort of full combo. As they are sitting at a solid 99.87. Pulsing not too far behind with that 98, catching up to around Sparky's range. Brooklyn is really the only one falling behind with that high 97 range. And I believe I just got a word from our streamer that Brooklyn is actually a name change from Forest Master, which I did not know that. So the more you know. Yeah, Brooklyn's starting to catch up that accuracy, starting to beat out Pulsing, but I don't think it's going to be enough. No one is around to really compete with Ting Momentum, as they are still at that high 99.8, as almost everyone misses on that final long note section. The United Kingdom will be going up early 1-0, and 995.5. Ting, you need to stop, man. That is crazy. I mean, very solid scores from everybody else. Brooklyn actually beating out Pulsing in ratio. I think it just came down to, once again, no one really being able to stop Ting. So I think just if a player from the Furnited States can at least get on a form of level where they can at least compete with whatever Ting has, then the Furnited States could have a shot on maybe maybe sneaking out a breakpoint here and there, but alas, the Furnited State's going to go for Classic 3 here, Waze Schwarz. So that more consistent stream pick. Gonna try to see how the consistency can play out on a map like this. Maybe just try to catch up Pulsing or Ting on just pure stream. And here we go. Underway with Classic 3, going to be Way Schwarz, the more streamy-based pick. Honestly, I feel like the Furnited States, just as long as they keep consistency and manage to at least keep Ting in check, then things would be a whole different story. And I believe on a map like this, it definitely could be possible. Ooh, Sparky hitting that stream just a tad bit late, but this map just began. It does go on for 2 minutes, so Sparky has a lot of room to climb up that accuracy, and they are just doing that just well. Down in that low 98 range, but shouldn't be that much of an issue. 12,000 point difference for now, but it should rapidly shrink. Oh, but Brooklyn finds the first break, and Sparky, there's a full reset on the side of the Furnited States, as now the United Tingdom going out of this first third with a 40,000 point difference. Although Pulsing did find an accuracy drop, they are now down to the 99.5 range, excuse me. Well, I mean, Brooklyn is pretty close to tying up with Pulsing here, just about a roughly 0.5 of a percentage, now 0.4 behind. Sparky just a full percentage nearly behind Ting, as the timings do change up here, but so far catching nobody up here. This is probably one of the more harder sections of this map. I mean, there is still definitely a lot of map left for... Oh, Pulsing finds a break. That's the first break on the side of the United Kingdom. Gonna have to see a bit more, though. There's another Pulsing that leads slowly beginning to shrink as the United States is holding on to that accuracy component. And Sparky is climbing that accuracy. Same with Brooklyn. If there's another break from Pulsing, this could really spell out... This could really be a mess here, but so far they're holding up things very well. They are dropping a couple 200s, but that's not going to worry much. This final stream here, no one going to get caught up on it, and the United Tingdom going to take a early break point here and take the first break point of this match, 2-0 to open things up. And wow, only a singular 100 from Ting, a double-digit 300 count, sub 100. Very solid score from everybody here. Everyone at least getting 2 misses or less, which is insane on a finals map pool. Props to Brooklyn as well, 960k. Pretty much almost tying up Pulsing's ratio, which is pretty insane. And Sparky with the 1 miss, almost with the full combo. But unfortunately, is not enough. It was looking just like when there were signs of life there from those couple of breaks from Pulsing. We just needed a bit more out of Pulsing, and I think that lead would have swung over to the side of the Furnited States. But for now, the United Tingdom will be taking a break point here, and will have their pick of the litter. They'll probably stay in that more LN-based pick. Oh, wait, okay, never mind. I just ate my words right up. They're going to head straight for Classic 7. And good luck, have fun's being sent in the chat. We're gonna see the same roster as before. Going to be Ting, Pulsing, Sparky, and Brooklyn for this more speed-based chart. I feel like this wouldn't really be classified as speed. I would call it more of like a technical, like a kind of a mix of speed and tech, where you're more optimizing your tech capabilities than just hitting stupidly fast speed sections. I mean, 202 BPM, these players can probably play like clockwork. I think it's just going to be a battle of who can be more consistent on a pick like this, and who can just play better technically. And opening up this chart, Brooklyn going to find the first break here off of that opening burst here. As Sparky is pretty low in that accuracy department as well, but so is Pulsing. Pulsing actually finds a pretty nasty break, but Brooklyn trades it back, and now Sparky does as well. Everyone's missing besides Ting. But Ting does take a bit of an accuracy hit compared to their past performances, but not by much. They're still at a 99.6. The only one with a full combo right now is everyone else missed at roughly the same section. Now a 30,000 point lead in favor of the United Tingdom, solely because of Ting just holding almost a near 99.7. There is still map to climb up. Pulsing is falling a bit behind compared to the Furnited States players. Sparky almost hitting that 98 margin, and same with Brooklyn. I think we're going to have to see some breaks coming up here and there, but ooh, Sparky finds an accuracy drop. $55,000 points separate these two countries here as we're heading into the final third. Everyone about to hit that 400 combo cap. This is where things matter. One break here and that lead will swing by a couple thousand points or so, but I mean, this lead is just increasing on the side of the United Kingdom, although everyone is holding insanely well on that combo department. It's just those 200s coming out of these very fast bursts. Sparky is the first to break, and that lead immediately bleeds over to 100,000 at this final part, and only these final couple notes. And the United Kingdom will capitalize off of their breakpoint and make things a 3-0 situation early on. And we are going to see the old pick. Gonna see Endymion come out here for the Furnited States. Oh boy. AKA the worst map to ever exist, according to Arasunny. Here we go. Pulsing gonna pick up a couple early act drops here. I believe the standout for this will be, I'm confident that these players can nail these streams and bursts that are thrown at them here, and these triplets as well, or like these little sections here. Ooh, Pulsing gonna be the first to break, however. What I am gonna say though, I feel like the one thing that will really trip up these players is gonna be that OD10 mark, and some of these transitions, especially that midstream that will head into that like LN section. I feel like will be the deal breaker. As Pulsing does find another break, that lead now just short of 2,000 points. It is staying in favor of the United Kingdom, but not by much. as Brooklyn, I believe, just falling a bit behind compared to just falling a bit behind to Pulsing, while Sparky pretty close to Ting's score. But here we go. Here comes the LN. Ooh, Furnited States kind of rushed on that, and then here come more of these nasty transitions. Sparky and Pulsing trade breaks, but Pulsing had the nasty one, and here come the 1/3. Pulsing gonna break again. The lead switches over. Brooklyn finds a 100, 3,000 points. Oh, Brooklyn hits late on that stream, hits it. And now the lead swings back in favor of the United Kingdom by 14, now 16,000 points. There is still one final stream section though, and some final triplets to end off the map. It is not over until the playfield disappears. There is still this final section to go. Pulsing hitting a lot of 200s here, but I don't think it's going to matter here as this lead is almost hitting 30,000 points, and the United Kingdom going to take another breakpoint and make things 4-0. It was looking very strong until the end there. And now the United Kingdom could take another breakpoint here and make things 4-0. And I mean, wow, insane scores from everybody. Everyone getting almost above 900k besides Pulsing. Those streams did not treat them very well, especially that ending like that LN section, I believe. Brooklyn hitting that 900k barrier, almost pretty much getting the same accuracy as Sparky, only getting 3 breaks. Sparky with the 1 miss, and of course Ting Momentum with the full combo, I believe. Yeah, I believe. And Ting, the United Kingdom, gonna go for Classic 1, gonna head for one miss by Billion Moto here. And here we go, underway with 1 miss. Tammy getting more of these doublets here, and Sparky going to be the first to trip up here. And that was a very nasty break as well. They're down to that 96 range. Brooklyn and Pulsing missing at the exact same time. Pulsing going to add an extra break, however, but not going to really matter much because Brooklyn and Sparky are falling a bit behind compared to Pulsing here. Pulsing finding a lot of misses, but Brooklyn kind of dragging a bit on this burst section here. And oh, that was a pretty big drop from Pulsing, but Sparky and Brooklyn are pretty much tied nearly in accuracy here. And Pulsing gonna stay in that 96 range while Ting is just doing Ting Momentum stuff. I mean, 99.82 for them, pretty much just putting this map on cruise control. As Sparky is actually the only one besides who is not named Ting Momentum at the 400 combo count. Pulsing finds a break. I feel like it's I'm pretty like at this point it's just all on Ting's back to just keep on doing what they're doing, honestly. Just as long as they can keep this momentum going throughout the rest of the map and do not let any of the Furnited States members catch up or Pulsing drop too much accuracy, they should be set, but they should be set, but there is still tons of map left to go. A quarter of the map left. Set pretty much 80,000 points to go here, but I mean, you don't really have much map left to really close out that 80,000 point lead here. You can't really give up that much of a lead, right? As Sparky is still holding on to that legendary combo, actually. Almost hitting that 90, and they're gonna hit the 97 mark. Pulsing finds a break. Not gonna do much, but still. Will Brooklyn hit that 400 combo cap, though? I'm interested to see, is there enough notes? There are. And Pulsing does find a break. That lead will shrink just a tad bit, but I mean, there's not much map left to really go for. And the United Tingdom are now up 5-0. And 992, Ting, you need to stop. Please. We are gonna immediately head in the Quantum Leap here from the Furnited States. They're gonna opt for Fan 3 here, so gonna opt for more of just that consistent long stream pick, kind of like Classic 3, but just a bit longer. 2 minutes and 22 seconds of just pure stream with a couple of bursts hidden here and there. And Pulsing gonna be the first to break here, but those were some nasty accuracy drops from the Furnited States. But it's not that big of a lead as they're holding up combo much better than Pulsing currently is. They did find that one break, and they are currently just acing that combo back up together. And I'm pretty sure that lead could potentially swing over if they just keep that accuracy going, but we might have to see another miss from Pulsing. And there it is! The lead's gonna swing over now, but not by much. However, Tingdom is keeping the United Kingdom in the game, and Sparky's gonna find a break to trade. But oh my goodness, this lead! Sparky finds another break! Now 6,000 points in favor of the United Kingdom, 8,000 points. And it will stay that way. But now that lead's now increasing to 10,000 points as Pulsing starts to gain up that accuracy. And Sparky's still at that 97 mark. Brooklyn, however, 99.28, nearly keeping Ting in check here. Pulsing gonna find a break now. That's gonna close in the lead just a tad bit. 16,000 points, closing in. Oh man, there is still a lot more of this map left to go. There is still opportunity for the Furnited States as Sparky just needs to beat out Pulsing in accuracy here. Pulsing has hit the 99 mark, but Sparky not too far behind here. Brooklyn is almost at Ting's mark, and Pulsing and Sparky miss at the exact same time, so they cancel each other out here. There's only this last quarter of the map left to go with these pretty fast streams. Pulsing finding a couple 200s here and there, but Sparky and Brooklyn rushing a bit here. Brooklyn and Ting miss. But I don't think there's enough map left to go. If Pulsing finds a break here, that won't matter at all. You only have this final stream left to go, and these couple of bursts won't do much to your score, and that's gonna be it for this map. The United Kingdom are on a match point situation here. And I mean, this is probably one of, if not the greatest spot you could be in if you're the United Kingdom right now. You just took a break point. You are now on a match point situation. It's pretty much your ballpark now. You can pick whatever you feel like here. I'm waiting to see for what the United Kingdom wants to go for. Probably, I could see just anything Bryce related, honestly. So probably Classic 2. Try to close it out with Classic 2. More or less, the question is their team there? They're actually gonna go they're gonna go for the custom song. They're gonna go for Late Night Rocket Ride here. I believe this is the first time we have seen this map get picked. And good luck, have funs are being sent in the chat. Potentially the Furnited States last map of this tournament. Potentially. It is not over until one team has hit 7 points. So there is a whole opportunity where we can see the Furnited States be like the Dallas Stars in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals and score 5 points in the third period. Or something crazy like that. It's entirely possible, but we're gonna have to see. Brooklyn gonna open up the chart with the first break of the map, but this map goes on for quite a hefty amount, almost 3 minutes long, so won't really add too much. But Brooklyn, however, finding a pretty nasty accuracy drop. Sparky actually beating out Ting in accuracy for once. That is something you don't see. I mean, this map has a very tricky beginning, so maybe Sparky just finding a couple less 200s compared to Ting on this opening, but now as more of these denser patterns start raining down, Brooklyn and Pulsing are really taking a hit, but Ting finds a miss. Everyone's missing, and as I was about to say, except for Sparky, Sparky finds the break, but so many players are missing here. Everyone missing on that stream, as it's just pure chaos, but it finally calms down. Brooklyn down at that 92 range. As, oh man, the only one not with a 96 right now is Brooklyn. But they are recovering very, very fast, so there is definitely, and it is most definitely not over yet. They still have this entire back half of the map to go to climb up that accuracy, and they are doing that insanely well. But they do find a break, but that won't stop them. They are still climbing insanely fast. 78,000 points to work with here is the United Kingdom, but Brooklyn keeps on finding these breaks. This is not what you want to see if you are the Furnited States right now. But Pulsing and Ting get a full combo reset. Everyone missing at the exact same time. That is something that is insane. But as the map reaching its final quarter, 100,000 points now of difference between these two countries, and as Sparky finds a break now, there is not much time left to go as despite Brooklyn's immaculate effort of climbing that accuracy all the way up to at least a 95, and Sparky at one point beating out Ting momentum and accuracy, it's not going to be enough. And unfortunately, it is the end of the line for the Furnited States as the United Tingdom whips out the brooms and sweeps the Furnited States 7-0. Wow, 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 wow. What a match. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that will wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. The United States have been eliminated from this tournament. They have had one hell of a ride, but it is not over for the United Kingdom, as we are going to be seeing them versus the United States. Just when they eliminated one United States team, they gotta verse another, and that will be happening in less than an hour from now. Which team will punch their ticket into the losers grand finals and secure themselves third place? Find out in roughly 1 hour from now at 19:30 UTC. I've been Arasati commentating this match. We will see you all next time. Take it easy.